All right. Looks like we are live and direct in the building on this wonderful Wednesday afternoon. What's going on, y'all? It's your man Sam Ant here at Viral Hip Hop News. Appreciate y'all coming in. As you guys come into the building, make sure y'all go ahead and hit that like button. Subscribe to the brand if you aren't already subscribed. And if you are subscribed, leave a goddamn comment. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know how you're feeling. Because it's been a while. You know what I mean? It's definitely been a while. As you can see, I got the great background in the back. I've been doing a lot of work, a lot of acting work, a lot of various things that I'm very happy about. Love to share it with y'all if you guys are interested in sharing. I know we got some things to talk about. You know what I mean? Jaguar Wright is currently being sued. A couple people are being sued out here, man. I wanted to talk about it and get you guys' thoughts. Hey, man, I love you too, man. I guess it's just me and you right now. So, all love. So, just wanted to come on here and give a little bit of my perspective on these lawsuits that are coming down the pipeline, man, as people enter the building. We're going to get it going, man. How's everybody doing out there, man? I see you got a couple people in the building. Throw some comments in the comment section before we get started. I'll get started in a couple minutes. Just want to make sure we get some people in the building before I go ahead and talk about this story. Like I said, it's definitely been a while since I've been on here doing lives, been on here doing content in general. It's been a lot going on, not only in my world, but in the content world in general, man. It's definitely been a lot going on in the content world in general. Things that I haven't been happy with, to be perfectly honest with you, which is why I've kind of fell back a little bit in creating content. And I want to get back to it. I want to get back to it because I miss getting with the people. I miss getting with y'all. You know what I mean? I want to do content a little bit different. I mean, give you guys a little more of a healthier dose of content, and we're gonna get into all that, man. New Mexico, what it do? Appreciate you. The real Birdman, what's going on? Miles, what's up? JV, Mr. S, what's going on with y'all? How y'all feeling? Appreciate y'all. All right, so we in the building right now. We'll go ahead and get started. I got some people in here, so I'm not gonna hold you guys. Let's talk about this real quick because Brian McKnight is suing Jaguar Wright for defamation over abuse allegations. Now I'll go ahead and read this. Coming by way of the Jasmine brand, it says singer Brian McKnight is taking legal action against Jaguar Wright, claiming she spread blatant lies online. Now, according to a new lawsuit, McKnight accuses Wright of falsely alleging he was hiring prostitutes and physically abusing them during sexual encounters. He firmly denies these allegations. Now, Jaguar also claimed that McKnight abused his ex-wife, Julie McKnight, who she says is her cousin. McKnight says, I've never abused my ex-wife and had no idea about her alleged relation to Jaguar. Now, the suit alleges that Wright acted knowingly and maliciously, tarnishing his name. And then it goes on to talk about her claims toward Diddy, Jay-Z, and Beyonce, something we know about very clearly here on this platform because we've interviewed Jaguar Wright numerous times. Here's what I'll say, because there's been a lot of people throughout the years of Jaguar Wright making accusations and making claims, and me being one of them. If she's lying, sue her. If she's lying, how come no one's coming out and putting any defamation allegations on her? How come? And here's one. And here's one that could be possibly a domino effect of many more to come. Because we know Jaguar Wright has said a lot of things about a lot of people. She said them on this platform. She said them on various other platforms. Some things you look at and you go, damn, man, she might have a point. She may be onto something. Other things you go, whoa, what are we talking about here? And if she's telling the truth, then the truth shall set her free, correct? But if she's not, we're going to find out now, because now there's legal paperwork. Now there's documentation involved. And now we're going to see. And this is another thing that we were kind of worried about when Jaguar Wright began making these allegations, is now that you're in court, now that the court system is involved, and now that there's lawsuits involved, there's money involved. And I mean money with lawyer fees. I mean money with court fees. I mean various types of fees and things you have to pay to fight cases or bring on cases. And it's going to be money out of Brian McKnight's pocket. It's going to be money out of Jaguar Wright's pocket. But I ask y'all, and I think you guys are smart enough to know, whose pockets would hurt more in this situation, Brian McKnight or Jaguar Wright? And I think that obvious answer. The consensus would be Jaguar Wright. Because when you are out here trying to defend something, and if it is true, then I think that you should go ahead and defend it to the highest extent that you possibly can. But if it's not, then goddamn, you just wasted a whole lot of money saying a whole lot of shit on the internet for the sake of views and for the sake of attention, for the sake of notoriety. One thing that I have seen too much of these last 8 or 9 years, in particular these last 2 years doing content here on YouTube, people are obsessed, people are drunk, people are starved for attention, so much so that they'll do whatever, say whatever, act however, in order to get it until they get it. So now she tried to pay attention. Now attention is paying her. And we see her in a situation now where she's going to have to fight these legal allegations or these legal battles from all alleged what's the word I'm looking for? Opinions that she may have dropped. And she dropped many. Now, I will go ahead and say this. She's been on this platform numerous times. I have the utmost respect for Jaguar Wright for patronizing our platform and always being courteous to us. Obviously, I cannot confirm whether or not everything she was saying was true, but it was entertaining. And now, to what extent was it entertaining? And now my guy said time to show up, show and prove. And that's the thing. This could be a trickle-down effect of a lot. There might be a lot more show and prove. She said a lot about a lot of different people. And not only Jaguar Wright, we've seen as of late, these last few years, people just continuously running their mouth about various people for the sake of content. And we don't know whether or not it's true or not. We don't know whether or not what they're saying has any merit to it, or whether or not we just watching something for the sake of entertainment, like some WWE shit. We don't know. What my man say. And that's another thing. This is what we got to worry about, because like I said a couple minutes ago, who's more at risk of being hurt in this situation? Brian McKnight or Jaguar Wright? When it comes to lawyer fees, when it comes to court fees, when it comes to various things that, you know what I mean, these type of lawsuits come with, it comes with a lot of money. And Brian McKnight is willing to put out a hefty coin to go ahead and clear his name. To what cost to Jaguar Wright? What cost to Jaguar Wright is the question. Very interested to see what happens from this. We seen it a couple months ago where Jaguar Wright was honored at an event hosted by Donald Trump. I don't know if he was there or not. I think it was in Mar-a-Lago. You've seen a couple of people up there talking about her courage and talking about things that she spoke out against when it comes to the industry, in particular Diddy and Jay-Z. Those are two names that they mentioned at the time. And then since then, we see Jay-Z go on a rampage and basically sue anybody who had his name and name out the wrong way. And now we've seen Brian McKnight come out and do it. And we're going to talk about somebody after Brian McKnight who's also suing another person for defamation. So it seems like, and we know we live in a copycat world. And at one point it was like, okay, let's be quiet. Let's allow the legal system to play itself out. Let's allow our lawyers and our legal team to do what they have to do. Let's just sit back and be quiet and allow the legal system, like I said, to do its thing. And when Jay-Z said, nah, hell nah, I'm not going to lose opportunities. You're not going to sit back and harass me while I'm trying to watch my daughter's Lion King premiere. You're not going to make me miss anything or lose out on anything. I'm coming right back at you right here, right now. We don't have to wait for anything. This is bold-faced lies. It's bullshit. Not only am I going to defend myself, I'm going to sue you for trying to destroy me. And ever since, we've seen this pattern of people going, you know what? It's a good fucking idea. That's a great idea. You know what? I'm going to do some of that too. Let me get me some of that too. I'm going to sue your ass too. And this is what we currently see with Brian McKnight suing Jaguar Wright. We will see what happens. We'll see what happens. If you ask me my opinion right here, right now, don't look good for Jaguar Wright. If this goes all the way through, then it may have to be a sit down where you're like, okay, listen, mistakes were made, lies were told. If we hear that via YouTube or we hear that in the courtroom, or she's right, and this makes her even stronger. But if you ask me, I don't know if Brian McKnight does this if he, one, knows that she's telling the truth, or two, knows her money isn't long enough to defend this as long as it may have to be defended. See, that's another thing. Brian McKnight has all the leverage in this situation. This woman made allegations against me. This woman smeared my name. She said things that were defaming my character and making me lose opportunity and lose various whatever. I'm going to sue her. And if Jaguar Wright can't prove these allegations, because she's made some salacious ones, if she can't prove these allegations, then we got another shitstorm on our hand, because it ain't about what you say or what you know, it's what you can prove. And if you can't prove those things without a shadow of a doubt, you're in trouble. Now, if she brings the ex-wife in and the ex-wife has things to say about it, and she comes into court and swears on the Bible and makes some statements in regards to confirming some of the things that Jaguar Wright alluded to and alleged, and hey, you may have something. If somebody else comes forward and says some things and kind of corroborate her story, then you have something. If she goes in there and just runs her mouth like she's been on YouTube, then Jag's in trouble. But they don't want to hear that shit. They don't want to be entertained in court. They want to know what's fact and what's fiction. What's fact and what's fiction. You don't know what she said, my dude? I'll let you know. She said, she basically said that he was beating on his ex-wife, that he was physically abusing sex workers during sexual encounters. Pillow talking. And I guess that got, and this was a while ago. I don't know if she said anything recent, but I know she had said something a while ago. And now it seems that he's got word of it. What my guy said right here, he said his ex-wife is on Toxic K right now. Oh, Lord. Uh-oh. That's the wrong place to be if you're Brian McKnight. We'll see. Maybe it has some merit to it. But again, like I said, it doesn't matter what you know. It's what you can prove. And if you can't prove without a shadow of doubt that this was done, then you out here defaming people's name. Now, if his ex-wife comes on and starts saying things, and now she starts alleging things, that's a whole different person altogether. Whether it's true or not, we don't know. But it seems a little more concrete if the woman that is being alleged of being abused comes out and says, yes, I was abused. Got a little more out of that. But that's Brian McKnight suing Jaguar Wright for defamation of character. Y'all go ahead and let me know how you feel about that in the comment section below. Appreciate each and every one of y'all who are here on this live Viral Hip Hop News. We did just a pop-up live real quick. I got a little time before I have a class. I got a class in a little while. Wanted to jump on here, man, and get with the people. Talk to the people. I want to kind of make it my duty to do a live every night, drop a video every night, and as well as dropping a short every night. And keeping the content consistent and keeping it going, man, just to keep my morale up. When it comes to this platform, I built it, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, and we're going to keep it rolling, man. But in other news, somebody else is getting sued for damn near the same thing, and that is Fat Joe's former hype man. Now, he's being sued for defamation when he took to social media calling Joey Crack a pedo. Not good. Now, this story comes by way of Hip Hop DX. Sam Moore, the author, he says Fat Joe is suing his former hype man Terrence T.A. Dixon over claims that the Make It Rain rapper is a pedo. Now, according to Joe, Dixon began making false claims about him because he believed he was owed money. The lawsuit accuses Dixon of countless posts on social media containing a torrent of wholly fabricated, grotesque, and scandalous allegations, accusing Cartagena of unspeakable acts such as pedophilia, statutory RAPE, and sexual assault. Now, Dixon worked with Joe between the years of 2006 and 2019. However, the hype man allegedly believes that Joe was responsible for blocking him from getting his own record deal. Joe has also named Dixon's attorney, the controversial Tyrone Blackburn, in the lawsuit, accusing them both of defamation. The Terror Squad legend claims Dixon and Blackburn approached him earlier this week seeking payment for ghostwriting and uncredited vocalist work. Earlier this month, the duo allegedly threatened to file a complaint against Joe for sex trafficking, RAPE, fraud, and false labor. Joe also cites emails purposely sent by Blackburn threatening to report him to Homeland Security. There are also numerous Instagram posts from Dixon insinuating that Joe liked underage girls and he was a pedo. In response to Blackburn said in a statement that Joe's filing was a baseless lawsuit in an effort to soften the blow of what's to come. It won't work. Fat Joe has a lot of explaining to do. Joe released a statement saying these allegations are completely false and part of a criminal conspiracy orchestrated between a disgruntled former hype man and his attorney. These two individuals have been scheming together to extort me, with their elaborate and ludicrous demands changing by the day. The relentless threats, harassment, and defamation I've endured as they peddled salacious lies are utterly deplorable. I'm taking legal action to expose their misconduct, and I'm fully confident that the facts will reveal that this is nothing more than a deceptive and desperate scam. Joe is being represented by noted attorney Joe Topacana, who said in his own statement the allegations against Mr. Cartagena are completely false and part of a criminal extortion scheme orchestrated by an attorney who a federal judge recently condemned for abusing the court system to harass and pressure defendants. This is another lawsuit coming by way, and it's pretty serious. It's pretty nasty if you look at the allegations. And again, if you're going to play with somebody's name and you're going to make allegations like this, you better have proof. You better be right. You better not play with somebody's name unless you have some concrete evidence that could take this person down. And I hope that your effort and I hope that your energy is directed and steered toward taking them down. And there's no ulterior motive of some type of financial gain that you're looking to kind of grab behind it. Because if you're accusing this man of what you're accusing this man of, there were children harmed. There were children harmed. And were they harmed when you're watching because you're no longer getting paid? Now all of a sudden you want to blow the whistle? Were you watching them harmed under your watch as a hype man and you just sat back and did nothing because you were being paid and compensated and things were good and things were comfortable? And now all of a sudden you have this moral compass to blow a whistle? Did you see it? Because if you saw it between the years of 2000, what they say, 6 and 2019, I think I read. Let me make sure. Let me see. Yeah, 2006, 2019. We're talking 13 years. So if you were around for 13 years and you've seen these disgusting acts and did nothing about it until now, what does that say about you? Now, I'm not sitting back and defending Fat Joe. I don't know if this is true or this is fake. I've had people on this platform, former Terror Squad members. We've had Big Pun's wife. We've had Big Pun's son on this platform. And credit to Big Pun's son, Chris, he never really said anything about Joe that was damaging or anything, but all the other ones did. And it was more so along the lines of his business practices, shady business practices, things that they felt were done from a business perspective, paperwork, and things that were done from, like I said, a music business side that really kind of messed up their money and messed up their brand. And people were hurt and people were obviously affected by that. So you're going to receive a lot of negative attention if somebody feels like you fucked up their pockets, right? I mean, it's human nature. So this could very well be a situation where Joe possibly owes his brother some money. Maybe he feels like he wasn't justified. When you talk about he kind of held him back for being a rapper, I think that's comical because when you look at 2006 to 2019, Joe wasn't really rapping. So why would he hold anybody back as if he was affecting his career? I mean, Joe ain't came out with a record in God knows how long. I think the last Joe record that was hot was Lean Back. And that was what, 9, 10? You know what I'm saying? So I don't see him holding back a hip hop career. If he could have made money off you, if he was dope enough and could have been, your talents could have been invested in and made money from it, I don't see why he would do that and not make any bread. So I don't know if there's a jealousy thing or I want to be in this position that Joe's in or whatever the case may be, man. I don't know. But what I will say is, again, the lust for attention, the addiction for attention and notoriety. You don't even have to get money. All I want is likes. If I have a couple platforms reshare my shit and I'm just popular for a couple hours or a day or 2 or 3, that's all I'm looking for. That's all I want. And hopefully that comes with appearances and more interviews where I could charge $5,000 to lie or $5,000 to run my mouth to create the most juiciest story I could possibly create without any replication from it. Then I'm going to do it. And we've seen it far too long. And now you're starting to see people get on the offense and say, you know what? Nah, you're not going to mess with my name. I'm going to sue you. What my guy said right here, Fat Joe used black people and y'all still defend him. Oh, my Lord. I'm not defending him, sweetie. I'm just stating the facts. That's all. I'm not defending him. I don't know if he's telling the truth or not. And I don't care. I'm just stating the facts. That's all. That's all. Anyway. Got to watch how you talk about people, man. Got to watch how you talk about people. If you say something about somebody, it has to be correct. If you say something about somebody, you better have some proof because these last couple of lawsuits that have came out, people aren't playing with their name. If you don't have proof, whether it's true or not, if you don't have proof, and these people's money is longer than yours, and they have time, and they can sit in court and fight this, and you can't, what are you doing? And what are you doing it for? Please don't tell me it's just strictly for attention. And that's the sad part, the scary and the disgusting part about this entire thing, about the Jaguar Wright situation, about this Fat Joe situation. It all seems as if it's a big ass cry for attention. And are we that lustful and that addicted for attention in this society so much that we'll lie on people and we'll do various things to just try to gain notoriety and attention, even if it costs us money that we don't even have? I guess so. I guess so. I don't want to talk y'all head off too long, man. Appreciate each and every one of y'all that stuck around here for me to talk about Jaguar Wright and Fat Joe. Lawsuits. Brian McKnight has dropped a lawsuit on Jaguar Wright, as well as Fat Joe dropping a lawsuit on his former hype man. Both defamation lawsuits. Like I said, people aren't out here sweating. People aren't out here playing with their name, man. They dead ass serious with it, and we'll see how the chips may fall. But appreciate each and every one of y'all that stuck around for this live. Like I said, I'll be dropping videos. I'll be dropping lives as many times as I can during the week. I'm trying to do it at least once a day, especially in the month of May, to get things back rolling and get the juices flowing again and to get live again. So if y'all want to see more, subscribe, like, share the video. I appreciate it. Sam I Am Viral. You can follow me on my Instagram, where you can watch my journey in acting. You see the background behind us. You know, it's behind me. You know what I'm saying? So got a lot of great things going on. Which like Shiesty Bump said Jaguar should have been sued. A lot of people feel that way. And a lot of people have been, I think Jaguar has felt protected because a lot of people have raised the question, including myself, right? Including myself. Keep that comment up there for you. Including myself, in saying that if she's lying, then why hasn't anyone sued her? If she's not telling the truth, I am sweating like a slave in this motherfucker. If she's not telling the truth, why is no one suing her? And now we see Brian McKnight say, you know what, enough's enough, suing her ass. Will Brian McKnight be the last? We shall see. Because I don't know. I don't know. We live in a copycat world. And maybe somebody sees one lawsuit and they say, you know what? Let's get another one. Let's get another one. Let's get another one. So we shall see. But anyway, that's my time. I'm about to get up out of here. I got a class going on soon. Appreciate each and every one of y'all who stuck around. Like I said, leave a comment, like the video, share the video. If you want to see me do more of this, please let me know by way of sharing and liking the video. I appreciate y'all. Till next time. Till next story. Sam Ant, CEO of the Brand Viral Hip Hop News. I love each and every one of y'all. Love yourselves. And I'm out of here, man. Peace.